With the new Pokemon trading card game packs just a day away, maybe even out by the time you've watched this video, the game's meta is due for a massive shift. I'll discuss what I see and what you should perhaps be concerned about in today's video.
You did come to interfere!
Hey guys, this is Justin, hello, and welcome to another video. So, let's get right into things, and a bunch of cards from the new Space-Time Smackdown boosters have been either revealed or leaked, and they're very interesting. For one, we now have a new type of card introduced to Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket, the Pokemon Tool. Pokemon Tools are really interesting. Unlike other trainer cards, which are used one time, Pokemon Tools are attached to a specific Pokemon and can affect the battle multiple times. I say can because some tools like Lumberry are discarded after their first use. Lumberry, by the way, is used to heal a Pokemon of a status effect. But the one that really has my eye is Rocky Helmet. I'll put it up on screen. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, do 20 damage to the attacking Pokemon. So Rocky Helmet really plays into one of the most popular deck types in Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket's current meta, the Stall deck. This really changed with the release of the Celebi booster, and specifically the Pokemon Druddigon. Druddigon is unique in that it's a 100 HP basic Pokemon, which has an effect known as Rough Skin, which does the exact same thing as Rough Helmet, i.e. anytime Druddigon is attacked, it does 20 damage back to the attacking Pokemon. Druddigon's sole purpose is to sit in the active slot as your benched Pokemon acquire energy and evolutions. You almost never attack with Druddigon, its only attack needs both a fire and a water type, so ideally it stays in the active slot until you swap it out with your true damage dealer, at which point the battle should be pretty much over. Right now, Druddigon is usually paired with Gyarados, and that deck is extremely powerful. I got my 5 wins first try, no problem. This deck on its face looks even more frightening with Rocky Helmet because Druddigon is now putting 40 damage back to attacking Pokemon rather than 20, but I think people will also be testing other stall decks. What do you look for in a good stall Pokemon? Well, it should be a basic type, it should have high HP, and preferably a lower retreat cost. I think, for example, a non-EX Lapras could be a good stall option, 100 HP, and you can actually do some damage. Same with the non-EX Mewtwo, and again, if you get Gardevoir set up, maybe your strategy changes a little bit, or even some of the non-EX legendary birds. These are just a few examples that I'm thinking of. A Pokemon like Snorlax obviously has its utility with 150 HP, but the retreat cost there is probably prohibitively high at 4 energy. Either way, even outside of stall decks, I suspect this card will get lots of use. What I'm curious about is what happens to Rocky Helmet when Weezing is retreated with a Koga, because I can just see that being so nasty. I could also see this card doing fairly well with early attack Pokemon, Blaine decks, or even Farfetch'd, who does 40 damage turn 1. Kangaskhan with Rocky Helmet, also a massive pain. And in terms of stall decks, there actually are some counters built into the new pack. Most notably, the new trainer card Cyrus sort of acts like a targeted Sabrina. You switch in one of your opponent's benched Pokemon, which has damage markers on it. You could imagine this partnering well with Greninja, for example, and that's a pretty good way to get around a blocking Pokemon. Weavile is also super nasty. With just 1 dark energy, it does 30 on its first attack, then 70 on its second, which is enough to get by Druddigon, with of course relatively little time for a, say, Dragonite or Gyarados user to build up energy. Also, Bidoof, really interesting. It has a super fan ability which cuts a Pokemon's HP in half rounded down. Probably less useful against most stall decks, but watch Bidoof be an EX killer. Anyway, that's my analysis on where stall decks are going. I personally like playing as a stall deck, but playing against one is just a miserable experience. Like, the Gyarados on Gyarados action is not fun. With that being said, we're going to transition over to gameplay now, and I will play the deck a few times, even though we have on the channel before, just so you get an idea of what we're looking at. Alright, so we're here in game. I know most of you are familiar with this deck, but let's take a look anyway for those who aren't. I think I described it pretty well in the video, but it's a typical wall or stall deck where you throw up Druddigons, which we have 2 of, and then try to evolve both your Gyarados and your Greninja ideally. We include the following items. Misty, obviously, to make things go quicker, and Leaf, just to help retreat that Druddigon, which you never want to throw energy on, because it's never going to attack. We only have water energy in this deck. So we'll go ahead, we'll do a battle, maybe two, probably just one, and then we'll do our last pack opening until the new decks release, or the new boosters, rather. I will say, I do think that wall decks are going to be immediately popular after the release of the new boosters, just because Rocky Helmet is such a simple card, and it is prominent in the actual card game as well. You know, damage the one attacking to you. It makes sense, and there are a lot of decks right now built around feeding backline energy, or backline Pokemon power. Obviously, you know, this deck is, but Charizard, for example, the Moltres is really just to generate fire energy for Charizard. And okay, we're doing a mirror matchup, so this is interesting. But yeah, so really, like, the Moltres just exist to generate energy for your Charizard, and if you lose it, you lose it. Really, you're not often doing too much attacking. Okay, so this is not a mirror matchup. This is similar, but it's the Dragonite variant. So that's interesting. So I don't really actually feel the need right now to put a Druddigon in the front spot, just because he's got one anyway. I could, but I don't really think I need to. Okay, let's just feed a water energy to Magikarp. You know what? I will put one. I'm not sure if this deck uses Sabrina's. I haven't played it too many times, so I'm not sure. The dude's like, stop yapping. Like, you took 30 seconds to place one card and one energy. Not necessary. Interestingly, so this is good, because we've got our Greninja ready. But yeah, interestingly, this is one of the better counter decks right now to a wall deck, just because you can hit backline cards with Dragonite and do a ton of damage. But in which case, maybe I should throw the extra Druddigon on. Both on, rather. But I don't know if he's gotten his Dragonair yet. Guess not. See you in a second. Nope. Okay. So this is good. And obviously, if we get a Misty, we will hit the Druddigon here. A good Misty, that is. And we did not get a good Misty. We got a useless Misty. So let's go ahead and... yeah, I'll give you that. I'm probably not going to be able to outrace any of those Dratinis evolving. So I'm just going to attack one of these Druddigon, and yeah, we'll end it there. Really, I could have put a water energy on Greninja and then killed this Druddigon next turn, but it's fine. Hoping I get another Misty, that would be nice. It'd make my decision a little easier. Either way, I can't attack with Gyarados this turn unless I do get that Misty, so... we did not. You can have it, doesn't really matter. And we'll Shuriken, Druddigon again. And yeah, good enough. This battle's not really going well for him. You can go ahead and do that, it's fine. I imagine he's got a Dragonite in hand and is just waiting for the Dragonair, because he's only got 6 cards left. So, the question is, do we want to just start tearing away at them with... I think we will, just because... I probably should have used my Shuriken on a different Pokemon. Whatever, it's fine. Just because we can mess with their energy generation a bit, I think we will start attacking. And we've taken no losses either, so it's fine. Hopefully we take it from this powered up Dratini. Let's see. We took it from ourselves. Yeah, that's... So, for those who don't know, Gyarados EX, when he attacks a Pokemon, he also discards 1 random energy from any Pokemon on the field. And yeah, this time it was himself, so that sucks. And now that I think about it, I probably should be attacking this one. I don't know what Dragonite's max health is. Yeah, I really don't frequently battle Dragonite decks, but I should probably be attacking him in case I need to kill him with my Greninja. So, it doesn't matter. He healed anyway, so it's fine. It'd be nice to have him ready to attack if I need to. Ugh, come on. Man, I'm getting some bad Misties. Well, hopefully we get some energy from him. Oh, from him, me again. Oh, Jesus. Not very good. Not very good luck. It was he had 4 energy, I had 4. It was a 50-50 chance. But no. Not in the cards. Alright, let's see how the Draco Meteor goes off. It's probably not going to save you, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's fine. We're going to win this. GG. Have to remember to attack with Greninja's ability first. Yeah, I think this was a pretty good showcase of how the deck works generally. So we'll just leave it at 1 battle, only because I've done an entire breakdown video of this deck before, which you can watch, and we've got some polls to make as well. I will admit, in these past few days leading up to the new boosters, I've been neglecting some of my polls. Like, I've been wasting them. I think we might even have 4 right now. Let's take a look. We've got 3. So we'll do one of the original, each of the original boosters, just for fun. I know. I did, for those wondering, I did get my first Gardevoir, which was nice. Okay, that's shit. It's fine. Yeah, so I did get my first Gardevoir. Still not a second. The only card that I'm missing from the original set is the Lapras. I got the promo one, obviously, and I got the full art Lapras as well, but not just the basic one. So 3 really great pulls, it's looking like. We'll do one final one, and that'll be the video. Alright. Here we go. Charizard, you always were my favorite. Ooh. Move out of the way, Sabrina. I need to see that giant fist coming at me. Alright, that's it, guys. See you when the update drops. Bye-bye.